Hi, I'm Michelle Jackson from the Human Services Council, and I'm going to talk to you about nonprofits and lobbying and why nonprofits should be engaging in lobbying activity. So first, what is the definition of lobbying? Lobbying is defined as any attempt to influence legislation or propose legislation, executive actions, or rulings or regulations by an agency or public official that has the rule of law. Initially, lobbying is deemed to have commenced when there's an initial communication attempting to influence that legislation, proposed legislation, or executive action. Basically, what that means is that anytime you're talking to government and you're asking them for something, you're probably engaging in lobbying activity. A lot of nonprofits tend to see their activities as educating or advocating and don't like to call it lobbying. And while that's certainly true, a lot of their actions are considered lobbying as well. Additionally, grassroots lobbying is defined as any attempt to influence legislation by asking other people to lobby. So if you send out an email to your members or clients asking them to send in letters to the governor in support or opposition of a piece of legislation, that's considered grassroots lobbying. All of these activities are allowable as for 501c3s. They just might need to be reported, particularly in New York State, which I'll talk about later. Now, the Human Services Council believes that not only can nonprofits lobby, but they should lobby, and they should lobby for a few reasons. The first is we compete with special interests. There are a lot of groups talking to government, and there are a lot of competing interests. Nonprofits have to have a seat at the table and express the needs of their clients and their communities. Second, nonprofits see emerging needs first. You know when there's an uptick in people using your food pantry, or when more kids are enrolling in an after-school program. And it's important to convey that information to government so that they can properly fund programs that are needed in the community. And finally, and most importantly, you can speak for your clients when they can't speak for themselves. A lot of clients feel disenfranchised or might not know how to talk to government. So you can play that role on their behalf to tell the government what your community and your clients need. So that's why it's important for nonprofits to engage in lobbying activity and for nonprofits to understand that just because you're a 501c3 doesn't mean you can't access government and lobby. For more information, you can go to our website, www.humanservicescouncil.org.